Hey everybody, it's Jason from the Texas Gun Vault 2, and we're back out here in the garage for another Garage Gun Talk. And that's really what we're going to have tonight, because I don't have much to talk about. I have a few things that I've kind of listed in my mind that I want to discuss, but beyond that, I have nothing like real pressing. I just want to talk about guns and kind of give you a little bit of a channel update, which, by the way, I might cough still in this video like I have the past couple, because I'm still getting over this kind of a head cold. I feel a lot better. I don't have any other illness symptoms. It's just that I am coughing. And this is what typically happens. I get some type of congestion after I'm going to say the flu, maybe. I don't know. Whatever I had. And it just has this persistent cough for about a week. And it's annoying, and it really affects my voice. And that's why I wasn't out here filming any content. I was able to finish my review of the Q Boombox. And it turned out, after doing all of my research, the review was a lot different than maybe I gave in my first impressions video. Which, by the way, something really interesting happened in my first impressions video on this channel. And I reached out, and I have not heard back, but I believe, okay, now of course, you don't know if it's people spoofing other people or lying about who they are. I believe Kevin Brittingham, the owner of Q and the designer of the Q Boombox, commented on that video. And essentially the comment was his name and his picture, so I know what he looks like. He said, you got a few things wrong about this gun. And some misinformation. I would like to help you out. Let's get this right. And so I have no way of responding to him, because it used to be, there was like a messenger feature in YouTube a long time ago where you could like message other people, but they got rid of that. So I replied to his comment, I hearted it, and I said, I would love to know more, message me. And I gave him my email address, texasgunvault@gmail.com. And I never heard back. I was kind of excited because I was like, wow, that would be really cool to have Kevin Brittingham contact me and then just give me some information, tell me more about the Boombox. I could ask him some questions. But based off of that comment, I just went and did some more research and was like, hey, what is this gun supposed to do? What's it about? I watched some other reviews. Some people had very similar either complaints or praises of that gun than I did. And I kind of now look at it as a gun that's kind of a jack of all trades. I think the biggest downside to it is the cost of the ammunition, but as a modern sporting rifle, I think it's pretty good. It had good accuracy for me out to longer distances. It just kind of worked in a lot of different capacities. Might not be the best at everything, but I grew to really appreciate it, even as a PDW. Because some people were saying the Boombox is a battle rifle because of the power of the caliber, or the potential power of the caliber and supersonic loadings, but also because of its size and lightness. It can be a very nimble weapons platform, and some people called it a PDW. So on one end, you have people saying it's a PDW. On the other end, they're saying it's like a AR-10 battle rifle. I don't know. But anyway, I gave it a very high score. But I kind of wish he would have reached out. I waited a little bit, but he never emailed me. So I had to go ahead and make the video. So maybe it was him. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. But anyway, I got to talk about a gun project that I want your opinions on. So maybe we should start with that. And then I'll end the video with not necessarily responding to comments, but responding to the mentality of commenters on some of my older videos. But anyway, let's talk about a gun project. Now, I'm going to have some time off the next couple of weeks. In fact, it's Thursday night, but my Christmas break begins tomorrow. So I have a little project out here that I want to do between making gun videos. I think I talked in the past on this channel not too long ago that I had a 300 Blackout, kind of a test bed weapon that I used a lot, or I wanted to use a lot. It had a 16-inch barrel. It was chambered in 100 Blackout. I built it a long time ago, and I used mid-grade parts. And I finally got it to the range. After years of having it in the safe, never really using it, got it to the range, and it just didn't cycle. It just did not work. So I cannibalized it for parts to upgrade my Seekins, which now works well. But then I have all these other parts, almost a complete rifle, that I got to decide what to do with. I think I definitely want to build another rifle. I don't want it to be anything special. This is not supposed to be some type of clone build or anything like super special. It's going to be, I think I want it to be a carbine for the testing of products, whether that be suppressors or, you know, lights and lasers and things. I do have a 16-inch barreled North Star Arms NS15 that I use a lot, and I like it. My only complaint with that one is the handguard is very, very long. So I definitely wanted something that maybe had more of a carbine length handguard. So let me show you the parts that I have and tell you what I want to do and see if you guys have any ideas. As I said, this is kind of a boring video, so if you choose to click away on this thing and go, I don't want to be a part of that, you're not going to hurt my feelings, okay? As I said, this is just a garage gun talk with me with a kind of a sick voice and coughing a lot. So the first thing I have is the lower receiver, and this is pretty much complete minus the trigger group. So I took the trigger out of this to put in the Seekins because originally I had that binary trigger that just did not work. It was the Fostech Echo trigger, and I got rid of that thing. So I took the, essentially what it would be is like a Colt OEM trigger out of this, and this is a Spikes tactical lower receiver. So it doesn't have any trigger in it. I just took off the stock. I have the stock in the box just because it fits in the box without the stock. But I have everything on this. It's all complete using basic like mil-spec parts, just minus the trigger. So I'm probably just going to go and get a basic trigger. I'm not going to spend like $200 or $300 to get like a Geisley or anything. I'm thinking about going down to Rifle Gear, maybe even tomorrow, and just picking up like whatever their basic trigger is. That would work for that. And so I do have the Flat Dark Earth Magpul stock for that. And maybe I should just go ahead and put it on because I'm going to keep all this stuff outside the box. So there's the lower minus the trigger. What else do I got in here? I got 2 bolt carriers. So these are from projects that either never went anywhere. I got one that I think this one's a phosphate finished bolt carrier. This one is it's a full auto bolt carrier profile. But the bolt, it says MP, so it's magnetic particle inspected, but it's not phosphate. So I'm not sure what the make of this one is. And then I got another one that I was using in this gun before I cannibalized it. I guess this was also a phosphate finish. This was also MPI inspected. So I have 2 carriers here. Both, I guess, are fine. They both have the full auto profile. So let's see, which one is? Are they both? Yeah, and they're both chrome lined. So that's good. So I guess they're all mil spec. So I have a bolt carrier. I know I got 2 upper receivers in here. But I'm going to use the, I want to say this is also a Spikes Tactical, or maybe this was an Aero Precision. It's the Flat Dark Earth. This one is complete. So we have that. Got the dust cover installed, the forward assist. So that's ready to be a part of this project. Maybe I'll go ahead and pop that on here too. I was just keeping stuff in this box for storage, but as I said, I kind of have a desire to make something out of this. Okay, so there's that upper. And let's see here. I think I might even have a charging handle. Maybe I have one. Let's see here. Oh, here we go. I got 1 charging handle. Do I have 2? Nope, I got 1. All right, so we got 1. So let's pop this in here. Oh, Oh, man. So which bolt carrier do I want to use? Yeah. Which one has the better staking is probably the question I should ask. This one has better staking on the gas key, so we'll go with that one. That one looks like it's probably a little bit better quality. All right, pop that in that upper there. And once again, sorry about my coughing. So I'll set the other carrier side. I'll show you the other upper receiver. Now, this was a mistake, okay? I made a mistake with this thing. You know, I always tell people that you can't know everything about every gun. So I bought this because it was on a deal. This is a BCM upper, and it's complete. And so one of the problems I had with this that I did not know is that when it comes to these uppers, you're actually supposed to heat up the upper when you install the barrel, because when I try to install a barrel, and let me see if this thing will not fit. So here's that 300 blackout barrel. This is a Wilson Combat. If I try to install it in this BCM, it's tight. You know, actually, this one goes. Let's see. Yeah, it goes. Surprisingly, it does. I couldn't figure out why the barrel that I originally had in this, which was this one. This is a 223 Wild 1 and 8 4150. That one goes too now, but I think it's because I ended up having to sand it to make it work. I think I ruined it because I thought it was just out of spec. And then somebody told me, yeah, on those BCM uppers, you have to heat it up. It expands, you put the barrel in, and it cools, and then it kind of clamps down on it. It's designed that way. And I sure wish when I would have bought this and I had the box, it would say that on the box. And as far as I know, it didn't say that. So I just thought it was an upper receiver. But yeah, I think I screwed this one up because I was like, why in the world will this barrel not go in this? Like, I would put it in there. I try to, put the barrel nut on it, tighten it down. It just would not go. And so I ended up trying to sand the barrel and the receiver down, and I guess I got it far enough where it will go. It's still real tight, but now this thing would be out of spec. So I just have it around for parts in case I ever need a dust cover or parts for forward assist. So I screwed that one up, and I also screwed this barrel up because of that, just trying to make that gun work, and it never worked out right. I keep this thing around. I have no idea why. But here's that 300 blackout barrel from Wilson Combat that I feel that it's never going to work right. Everybody says 300 blackout now should have a pistol length gas system. This is a carbine length, and I think that gas port just isn't big enough. So it just does not run subsonics at all, and supersonics are spotty. So this thing's going too. So I'll just have this lying around the box. I mean, there's no need to throw it away, I guess. So what else do I got here? I got some sights. Back up. What sights are these? So here's another cheap handguard I have. I bought this because, boy, I've had this one for a long time. I want to say this is one of those real cheap companies. Was it UGI, I think it's called, or something? Anyway, this thing, it's a free float handguard. I bought this thing from Cheaper Than Dirt, like probably 12 or 13 years ago. And that was back when my budgets were small. So I want to say this was like a $30 handguard. I ended up just kind of keeping it. I used it on this upper because I wanted it as a just kind of a cheap, throwaway upper kind of thing, beater upper. And I hated that handguard. It never worked right. Why do I keep all this stuff around? But I got some sights here. I think these are the Magpul ones. Let me see here. Yeah, I got the Magpul ones. So I got one in flat dark earth and one in black. These are just the basic MOE ones. Okay, I got my MOE grip. I can't put that on until I have a trigger. vertical foregrip. So I'll need that. Here's that Fostech Echo trigger. What else? So I guess I do have a gas tube. I do not have a gas tube roll pin, and I don't have a gas block, I don't think. Well, here's the Seekins Precision adjustable one. I definitely don't want to use that one because I don't think that one works right. I don't know, maybe it would because it's off that other barrel. I don't know. I'd probably just get a standard one. I do have this small one, and this one has a different diameter to go over this really small barrel that I'm not going to use it on now. So I don't need that. See, I told you guys it was boring. I warned you. I warned you. Got some rail covers here, and let me show you the. Oh wait, what is this? Wait, I have another gas tube. Somehow I have two gas tubes. Are these both carbine? Yeah, they're both carbine length. So we'll just use one of those. I don't think it really matters. Yep, they're both fine. So I'll just use one of those. And I think that's it. I don't have I have to check my other box to see if I have a flash hider. I think I have a flash hider. So I guess the question is, what barrel should I put in this? I'm thinking I should go with a 5.56, and I got a lot of AR-15s in 5.56. And here's the Yankee Hill Machine handguard. I'm going to try to reuse. This was on this gun. My biggest problem is I don't really have a barrel nut wrench that fits this. I think I have one that kind of gets close, but it's not 100% right. It's like a little bit off, but I could probably get it on there and tighten it down to spec. So I know M-Lock is the thing, but this is just an old Yankee Hill Machine one. And I do like Yankee Hill Machine parts. So I'll probably just keep that from that other build. So tell me, what barrel should I get for this? And I'm going to tell you right now, it needs to probably be 16 inches. I don't want to do another SBR. So this one needs to be a 16-inch carbine. So should I try for 300 blackout again? Maybe go with a piston length gas system. I don't know if I want to do that. Or should I just go 5.56 and just have another 5.56 16-inch barrel thing that I use as a test bed rifle for products, optics, and so forth to complement my North Star Arms one with that super duper long handguard. So I think I have most of the other parts and things for it. So I just need a trigger. I should probably write this down. So what do I need? What I say I needed: trigger. I need a gas block. And I guess that will depend on which barrel I need. Or which barrel I get. I need a barrel. I need a roll pin for gas block or for gas tube. Flash hider. And that doesn't have to be anything special or fancy either. All right, so that's what I think I need to kind of put this together. So tell me your thoughts. I guess the only question I really have is what barrel and what caliber. I think I asked that before, but some people were trying to give me some crazy things. I don't want to do anything crazy with this. That's going to cost too much money or be hard. I want something that's affordable because this is just going to be a beater rifle. So I'm just thinking 5.56. Yeah, maybe I'll go over to Rifle Gear tomorrow and see what my options are and see if I can find anything on sale. And maybe I'll go with I guess depending on what they have, I guess either something 4140, 4150, or stainless steel. So just give me some ideas. What would look good? And then I'll come back here and try to piece this project together with little problem. So anyway, there you go. That's going to be my little project maybe for the next week out here between between filming range reports. So anyway, what else did I want to talk about? Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about people's comments before I let you go. I'm still going through the literally like 4,000 comments I got on my video regarding the speculation I had on the use of the B&T Station 6 that some people thought that Luigi Mangione in that CEO shooting used. And I started, I'm going through all these comments, and I'm seeing how many people, now that we know what happened and have the facts out, there were so many people in the comment section that were saying he wasn't a professional because he did this, or he was a professional because he did this. And some people, even to this day, still say the gun he used was a Station 6 because they saw this in the video. And, you know, everybody thinks they're an expert. And then when they have somebody that's a gun YouTuber that they like that says something that is definitive, they're like, I have to say that he's absolutely right. And then all of a sudden, they all think that they're the smartest person in the room. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, we all do it. We're all guilty of that. We're all, including myself. But the one thing that amazes me is that all of a sudden, everybody became experts on silencer boosters. Everybody became an expert on the well rod. And everybody became an expert on what a professional hitman does or does not do. And people were analyzing, for example, the shooter's stance. Some people said, there's no way he's a professional because a professional doesn't use this stance. You know, he had and I'm thinking to myself, and I found myself replying to a lot of the comments saying, movies don't equate to real life. I think in some people's minds, because they have an idea of what a covert assassination is supposed to be like, and what somebody who would do that type of a thing, how they should act, that when they see a video of somebody that doesn't do that thing, they're all of a sudden experts on professional hits. It's weird. Or like people that would say, hey, because I've watched a bunch of war movies and I've seen how soldiers act, that when I watch videos of soldiers in the field, whether that be in like Afghanistan or Iraq, and they don't do these things that I see in the movies, they're doing it wrong. And I don't understand why people can't understand that real life and depictions in movies and television shows can be completely different. I don't know. I found that to be bizarre. I'm not upset with anybody. Nobody was mean about it. But I just kind of saw it as a standard thing that people, I think, were misrepresenting in that comment section. And I guess as a gun YouTuber, I see this a lot when it comes to my reviews. They'll say, if I make a comment about the way this gun is designed or what this gun is designed for, they'll have some snarky comment regarding a movie, a television show, saying that's not the way it's supposed to be. And I'm always perplexed by that because these people might not own this rare gun that I get this amazing opportunity to review. But sure, they've seen it in some movie or television show, and all of a sudden they're an expert on it, and they assume that real life needs to reflect art. And it doesn't. But anyway, that's just kind of what's on my mind. So tell me if you have any thoughts on anything I talk about tonight. Sorry, it's kind of boring. I'm not always going to come to you with a winning video, but that's just what it is. We're just gun guys that like to talk guns. And I don't even know how long I've been out here talking. 24 minutes. Holy crap. Where did the time go? So anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And if you made it to the end of this video, the word of the day is dull. Because this was a dull video. But I'm glad that you made it to the end. But as I said, if you didn't make it to the end, you're not watching this part, I'm not mad. Not mad because it was kind of boring. But hopefully in the next week, I'll get some more stuff to the range. We'll have more first impressions videos, and we'll talk about what I decided to do with this project. So maybe you guys can help me and give me some ideas. So that's all I got for you tonight. Thanks for joining me here in the garage. And as always, thanks for watching.